Miyagi. Malcolm. Hey, Shalom, Elder Yahba Shemal Shai Brakatah, Elder Saga Law Yahba Shemal Shai Brakatah. Just double checking this common board. Seeing Khan. And Shalom Mashak Yahba Shemal Shai Brakatah. You know, I slept a lot of today, you know how it is. Like, after fellowshipping with a lot of mighty men, all that energy, I was tired. So, the Wadi Yahba Shemal Shai Brakatah out again. So, first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. And I want to give double honors to all the sincere elders and apostles from the great millstone, because that's where I learned this truth from, and double honors to all the other elders doing this work in sincerity, doing what the Lord has told them, and through this work, even from the elders from back in the One West, are my elders, and all the way to Abba Bivens, who is Elijah. Double honors, and then double honors to all the other elders that are giving us that non-stop energy. The Wadi Al-Bashim Al-Shabashim Rakakadash, yeah, is the best kind of tire. You know, being all powerful men is a beautiful thing. So, we already seen, I seen this thing on Twitter. Let me just grab it. It's actually a video of what Trump said he was going to do. He's riling these people up. He said if he gets voted in office or he gets back in power, that he was going to find everybody that is supportive of the Palestinians and supportive of China, and also he's going to find them and he's going to take away their visas and send them and deport them back to their country so they can't go college out here. So this is what they're trying to do. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And remember how Esau Edom is. He is proud. So let's grab something. We're not ignorant of it. They told it before. So how is it going to get people to literally go and try to kill people? You see these Trumpers. Let me grab it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So they said, oh, that's why they were pushing, let America be great again. That's why they're pushing this racism. They were pushing all this stuff with Trump. Because in order for them to win their country back, they have to do drastic measures. So they're showing you all the problems when these Babylonians are not in control. They said, since we don't have a strong president, that you'll say what we really want to say, this is why the government and the country's going to hell. See, I mean, they had a diligent search. How do they know after they were using these, let me just grab it. This is Songs chapter 83. And I'm going to start at 2. For Psalm chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, that they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They take a crafty counsel against thy people, and a consulted against thy hidden ones. So they used a system that, well, it had these agent provocateurs, all these issues, problems, people bombing. Look what happened when the lockdown happened. They were making you guys the face, you so-called Jakes, the face of robbery, crime, war. They're saying that us, because they're ultimately aiming for the men of the Lord, it's the ones that are starting all these issues. They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So if you guys seen it, I sent it to a couple brothers. It was a movie called MOTB 666. And they were going to the line of all the stuff they were doing. Control of the energy, if they have control of the power, I mean, that's the same thing, of the food supply, of the media and all this stuff, they can make it spin to whatever way they want. in heaven to see who is the enemy, which they're going to say is these so-called Jakes, these people that believe that they're the people of the Lord. So they said, and so they're going to end up, America is being worse because we have to destroy these people off the face of the earth. If you ever seen, how are they going to be like madman sparing none? The devil, they said after they see that the issue is you Jakes, that they have to destroy us off the face of the earth. That the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. For they consult together in one consent and a confederacy against thee. So look at Edom, the tabernacles of Edom, and Ishmael, and Moab, and the Hagar, all these nations that are being put forth in front. Look at it was riots in San Francisco, bomb threats, doing all this stuff. But watch it, just like when C-19, it started with the Moab. And then what did they say? They said actually the ones that are actually spreading the disease is you niggas. You're the ones that are causing this war. Remember all these riots and the lockdowns? It was Black Lives Matter. They're pushing it and pushing it all on you Jakes. Look at this. This is Psalms chapter 64. David, hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked, for the iniquity of me. Yeah, it's seeing the transmission is messed up, unstable. So if it's messed up, can Akiem tell me? I'm gonna just check it real quick. And let me just pull up the video for this Twitter. Hey, Shalom Malak La'ab, Yabashim Al Shah Brakatah. Just double checking, Malak, is it the transmission going in and out? That's what it's saying on my end. You know, Esau doesn't like to be exposed. They always try to have these people in Israel try to cause derision, because because they're actually exposed, so they're going to do these things. So let me grab the video where this is coming from.
To abolish Israel, if you sympathize with jihadists, then we don't want you in our country, and you're not going to be getting into our country. College campuses are being taken over, and all of the resident aliens who joined in the pro-jihadist protests this month, nobody's ever seen anything like it.
So you see what he's saying? He's going to counsel all the visas, all the college students that are sent there, and take them out of college. They're going to make sure that it's illegal to be against the terror that these Americans and these so-called Amalekites are doing in this world. They're making it as a war, and that's because they're ultimately aiming for you Jakes. That's why David had to put this prayer up. Hide me, Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked, for the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like swords, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So they said, look at the words they're using to these people that are standing up. Who cares? This is Ishmael. Obviously, let them be destroyed and let all these stuff is. But ultimately, they're having this Ishmael, and they said, look, they're kind of like, it's actually these guys. It's actually the so-called ones that are in the garments preaching the word, bringing their government down. So they said, look at these preachers, all these things, making a man offended for a word. We have free speech, and they're literally making it a crime to use it. Just like Esau has did, doesn't even follow his own rules. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. So now they're not being upfront. They're causing all these issues, destabilizing all this stuff, ultimately so they can lay hands on you Jakes. Suddenly do they shoot at him in fear. They encourage themselves in evil manners. They commute and lay snares privily. They say, who shall see us? They search out iniquity, and just as they did in that Mark of MOTB 666 movie, that they start putting these, destabilizing the food supply, having control of the media, making sure that whatever their narrative, which is failing, now that is being pushed forth. So that people can hear it, they said, oh, this guy's doing good for America. He's trying to bring forth, trying to sympathize it, but he's really saying that we're going to take all your freedoms from you, and you're going to do it because it's helping you. Just like they did in 9/11. When 9/11 happened, they said, see these terrorists? Now we have to have more, now we have to know what you're going in your airplane. Now you have to have certain, access to our plane. You have to go through certain processes. We have to search you. We have to make sure that you can be on the list to fly, because after that they had a no-fly list. Shalom Shangar, Yabashim al Brakatah. These guys are laying snares. They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, but their inward thoughts are deep. In every one of them, their heart is deep. So look, this is their whole plan. Their ultimate plan is to put this MOTB into us and to eliminate you Jakes off the face of the earth. Let's grab it. So we have to stand. Let's grab this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at 39. Even so, none of these plagues be slack that come upon the earth. These plagues of this earthquakes. It was 19 volcano eruptions that hit one time, all at the same time. What are you saying that? The seismic activity. They're saying that it's a very, very clear chance that it's going to be a huge earthquake going to be around California. Hey, Shalom Arya, Yabashim al Brakatah. So you're seeing all these things happen. You're seeing war, pestilence, destruction on this earth. You're seeing Esau Edom put forth his plan, thinking that they're about to be successful in it. The world shall mourn. Everybody's going through it. They're languishing, and now what that's turning into anger, that they're running and trying to kill each other. They're not regarding no kings nor princes. Sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Why? We keep grabbing that. Let's grab it real quick. I want to read a couple verses down. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And if you look up that word, languish, it means, as the elder always go into, the elder Yahweh, and it means lacking vitality. You don't see the liveliness of these people anymore. They're looking for an answer, and they're giving it to them. They said it's these so-called niggas' fault. These Palestinian sympathizers, that's what they're calling, saying that these devils are not that Amalek is not a criminal of the world. They're saying these people are causing you guys to be your vitality to lack, that your food's going in because of these guys, all these immigrants. And why is it these freaking Northern Kingdom? They're going in there taking all your jobs, taking all that. So these people are languishing. The haughty people of the earth do languish. These proud-ass people that thought that it wasn't going to affect them, that they were going to do it, they're even mad. They're even pushing for Trump to do stuff. And the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. But it's really because these guys transgressed the laws and changed the orders and breaking the everlasting covenant that the Lord started putting these plagues on the earth to do this thing. But then they're using this to put, they said, just like the Rothschilds say, never use a good disaster. Never waste a disaster. I forgot how it says, but they said always use the disaster for your benefit. Yo, what's up? Their earth is cursed, and therefore have the curse devoured the whole earth. Because it's not slack they're doing. The Lord is literally doing what he has said. And he's saying that these devils were going to try to use this issue. And they were going to try to use these things to hurry up and see hip our people. To use and become the sword of the Lord. To defile and destroy all the people who are not protected by Yahweh Yahushai. I know the transmission is messing up a lot, so Lord willing, it just gets better. Sorrow shall, this is back at 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Even so shall not the plagues be slack that come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Oh, my people, hear my words. So this is why we're saying it. We're speaking to our people, the so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Native Americans, to tell them to get in order. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. That you don't need to be looking for Trump. They said there's a huge number of people going to Trump, and he's literally saying that he wants to take your rights. He wants to send everybody that's against all these things, take away visas of these certain people. What's up? What's up? Hear my words. Make you ready for the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims on the earth. So the Lord says, get you in order. He said, we're about to go into the time that we got to rely strictly on faith. That we have to understand that we can't go down to Egypt. Because that's going to be your shit. Let's grab that real quick. Isaiah chapter 30, and I'm going to start at 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. All these people that are looking towards Esau, Edom, they're red, cause the ones that went and got the juicy juice, the ones that got the inoculation, the ones that put and did all these things that Esau, Edom said, because they scared. They said, all right, and then they were blaming us. Just like they said, it first started at, Wuhan. They were saying about, they were giving it, and then it's strictly, really just, I don't know how their witchcraft changed it, that it was the Jake's fault, that they were spreading it much. That now your own people were hating you, and they were going down to get the inoculation, and they were saying that you can even go into their house unless you get it and mask up at the same time. My dad was telling you that I can't even go in the house unless I shower, and I had to wear a mask the whole time. So you know what happened? Didn't visit. So this is what? There's nothing new that Esau Edom has been doing from day one. But not of me, and covering with a cover, but not of my spirit. They're going and doing another spirit of something else. Everyone but the Lord's spirit, of the spirit that he wants you to be in. On that non-stop, on the fire, preaching the word. Or right here, we're telling our people to rebuke. Telling our people to repent. Rebuking, exhorting, and with long suffering. Being instant, in season, and out of season. All these things that the Lord told us to do. But they're not doing it. They're going to the spirit of Esau, Edom. They're going to the spirit of Babylon the Great. They're going to the spirit of some other god. That not of my spirit, but they may add sin onto sin. They only want to go east because it's easier to them. They can still eat a pork sandwich. They can still go and commit adultery. They can still do all this stuff. Well, the Lord said he's not allowing it. So that's why they don't want to come to the Lord. They don't want to be in order. That walk to go down in Egypt and have not asked of my mouth. Shut up, demon. See, that's an example of Esau Edom trying to control the narrative. But you're going to be destroyed. It was a video. It was beautiful. There was some Edomite came out in the street trying to control that what these kids were doing. They're doing this little draft, which it doesn't do anything, so nobody minded. And he was trying to say, hey, thinking of his, and what he did, he got his ass laid out. And then you're seeing that a lot more, so they're looking for Trump to save them, which he's not going to do anything. He's just going to take away your power. That walk to go down in Egypt and have not acts of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to be destroyed in that shadow. You don't think that they're just going to protect you from the shade? No, it's going to get hot because they're going to be melted. So you're going to be melted right at them, right under them. And we're talking about our people, because Esau Edom's going into slavery, and he's going to be destroyed no matter if he thinks he's righteous or not. You know, they tell you to shut up, but you think they have not always did that? That's a beautiful thing. We want them to hear. They want them to get irritated. So the wadi al bashim al shai. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. So because you went down to these devils, and you went over and thought they were going to protect, look at the ones that went and got, hey, I was on my job, I was going to get fired. So I went down and took an inoculation. And now you're through. You're doing the Harlem Shake, or you have medical issues. You have to get your toes cut off, like Deion Sanders. Now you just died just playing football. You're a top 5-star athlete, and now you got heart issues and you're 18. That trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. It's going to make you, now you're like, what am I going through? That's the same, every person that took the inoculation and had severe medical issues, they were asking, why is God making me through this Harlem shaking? It's because you didn't trust in the Lord. You just did what you wanted to do. You didn't see that warning. You listened to the warning saying that you're not supposed to put freaking things in your body, not looking at the science. He said, you guys are not scientists, but if you looked at the science from every time until like 1948, that it says that tonsils pretty much do the same work as a vaccine. Salakia for saying it. Lord willing. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40 again. Oh, my people, hear my words. So this is the Lord telling you, and it's not one, women keep telling you, and the Lord is having his hand stretched out on the highways and edges. Hear my words. Make ye ready for the battle. Get ready. We're in a time that we're about to see destruction and death. We're seeing civil war everywhere. Sedition among men. So you have to get ready. And how do you get ready? Through the Spirit of the Lord, having the armor that he gave you. That be walking in circumspectly. The world shall mourn. Salakia. Make ye ready for the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. You're going to have to be in the shadow of the Lord. You're going to have to be able to trust and have faith that the Lord is going to guide you through these situations. You're going to have to trust in that pilgrims. What is a pilgrim? If you look into the word, we always go into it. Let's get it again. Little kid, see even the baby, well, he couldn't be 2 years old, waving. I'm gonna just get into etymology, because the word is deep, it's spiritual. A person traveling to a holy place. And where we're going to travel? We're going to be coming back to the Lord, fleeing and getting out this Israel, because this place is polluted. It's defiled. Let's grab that real quick. This is Micah chapter 2. Ye and depart, for this is not your rest. The ones that trusted in the shadow of America, of Babylon the Great, of Egypt. If you of our people, you need to arise. You need to wake up and hear the word and get thee ready for the battle. One, 4. For this is not your rest. It's not. This place is not here where you can just be here doing what you want. You have to be, if you of and you have the Spirit, you got to work. You have to do. You got to change. You have to do things. The Lord is a man of action. It's polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. It's going to make you sick. When something's polluted, let's look up that word polluted. And I'm still going to the Pilgrim, but, you know, this is what the Spirit of the Lord has it. This is because this is for edification, to build up people, not to push forth that you're the man. You know, there's a lot of jakes going in saying, hey, you just disrespecting your teachers and all that. So they say that because you are just doing what the Lord told you to do. And they said, hey, we gave you the word. We gave, actually, pertaining to 2 Corinthians, we're not supposed to boost on our earthly teachers. We're supposed to actually, because all things is us, because it's given to the elect. And they break that down. It's the second Ezra, or the first Ezra, the 3rd chapter, or second Ezra, the 3rd chapter. Let me grab that, polluted. We boast in the Lord. That's it. This is pollution. Let's go. Let me just grab it in the etymology, because that one is kind of cool. Pollution, in order to soil or be defiled. Hey, Shalom Hananiah, Yahweh Shemal Shai Brakatham. Make physically foul, in a sense, contaminated environment. This place is contaminated with complete and utter destruction, with toxic, what's they call? With femininity, which is, when they say, look at feminism, it means without faith. With LGBT society things, which that causes destruction of a society. That destroys the men. It takes away the gain of, what's it called? Of offspring. Because if you're having the same, how are you getting children? And then you try to have children by doing that wicked thing of, hey, let's do it unnaturally. Let's be a surrogate. And then what you do, now you make an abomination. Now he doesn't know and he doesn't understand the sense of anything, completely destroying him. This place is defiled. All it brings is death and destruction. Continuing that word pollution. Render or polluted, ceremonially unclean. That's why a lot of men can't come to the Lord, because they're ceremonially unclean. This is what this place does to you. It defiles you. And what do you have to do? You have to sit out a certain amount of days, and then you have to make something to make you clean. A sacrifice through the water, and that's what the Lord did for us. That sacrifice of Him being crucified, and then the Word to clean us out. But what is these people doing? They defy, they just throw it away. They let even, and see, it's the Spirit though, to defile and pollute, make it physically foul. So continuing. Micah chapter 2 verse 10, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. So that's why we have to flee from this. Make these days ready for the battle. I'm going to go come 14. Now I'm going to start up. Verse 10. For the world has lost its youth because it's polluted. Look what happened. And what did the Lord say? Destroy them to destroy the earth. They completely destroyed and defiled this place. Defiled the minds of most of these people. This is what's happening. And the time begins to wax old. For the world is divided in 12 parts, and the 10th parts are gone already. And if you look into it, what that's saying, that when you go in the 10th parts, is by the time, meaning I think it's 10,000 and a half years, if you read it correctly, I think in the GMT. And it's still, and that's when there was the Babylonian, he was in the Medo-Persian Empire, but he was in Babylon, I believe. That's how it was. And 10,000 parts. And then after, how long was that? That's almost 2,000 and a half years left. Started. And he remained, which is after half and a tenth. Now therefore, set thy house in order. So that's why we see it. We got to arise and set thy house in order. Make thee ready for the battle. And reprove thy people. Comfort such them that be in trouble. So this is what it said. Set it in order. And I don't still worldly mindset of you still doing things that you not need to be doing. Like committing adultery, smoking, doing all this stuff. If you're not in order, how are you going to set your house in order? If you are a person that just lets stuff happen, just being wicked, like just letting, you just see in that Eli spirit of letting your people around you just do and have, because you have respect to persons, then you're not setting your house in order. He said reprove. Someone's doing wrong, you see someone in this thing that they're not, hey, you're going out to the fucking forest, and then now you're fighting for it, is because you're not have the Spirit of the Lord on you. Or reprove thy people. Comfort such as them that be in trouble. The ones that need to hear this thing. Sometimes the comfort is just somewhat, as Jake, being in his sports and all stuff, somebody, it's a kick in the ass. Will bring the most comfort and say, oh man, why are you being sorry for yourself? Get your ass up and do the work. This is not your rest. Then it's raining and the transmission is doing bad. And we still out in the streets, the Wadi Al-Ba Shimei Shad. And he has set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. So all these things that you were thinking that's going to happen, hey man, it's more comfortable to just go around to the government and let you give you free Wi-Fi, or give you you could just take a magical elixir, which they said that juicy juice. Challenging, the Lord said, those mortal thoughts set from thee, those ones thinking about death. Because if you are the Lord, you're doing the work of the world, you're not going to die. There's going to be some of us that will not taste of death. These thoughts of death. Cast away the burdens of man. When you're in this world, you have godly knowledge. A almighty power is dealing with you. God, Lord willing, the rain don't get that bad. Please, Lord, protect me in this time. All praises. Shalom Gabar Shah. I want to be right there, but I already know they're going to talk some shit. So, Lord willing, it's just not that bad. As long as it just doesn't mess up my camera. Con. It's that rain coming down. But that's why that cast away the burdens of man and put off that weak nature. You got to have a nature of what the Lord is. a soldier, the nature of a man that will not stop until the Lord does what he says. Who's not stuck until the Lord says, until the Lord puts that in your spirit, to either put you in the spirit world, to save you from the destruction come, or to let you see and not taste of death. You're going to have that heart. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Haste, we got to understand. And how do you haste? Of the coming of the Lord? By studying to show yourself approved. Preaching the word, being instant, in season, and out of season. Rebuke, exhort with all long suffering. Let me just cover some of this stuff. I don't want it to be destroyed in the rain. Tried to beat the rain in one time, but it's not raining that bad, so it should be good. See, that's a thought of mortal men. A lot of people, they won't go. If it was raining a lot, you got to be smart. But a lot of people say it's gonna rain today. I'm not gonna go out. But you can also find a little window, and it rains a little. What does 30 minutes don't do of rain? See, this is the thoughts that we have to do, that we're doing, taking these thoughts that you're gonna be put to death, taking these thoughts that the Lord is just going to have you fall out, the Lord is just going to have you destroy. You need to cast those out of your mind. And how do you do that? By doing this work. Because the Lord builds your faith when you go out on the streets. When you go and stand bold in front of your enemies, telling them that they're going to be destroyed. Telling them that the Lord is not going to let nothing happen that he doesn't already have written in his story. That the Lord, whatever the Lord does, is going to happen. Telling that if you don't get in the right spirit, that you're going to be destroyed. Telling these people, because that's how you get your heart in order. You know, a man's thoughts, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Fuck that. If you're not doing the right thing, the Lord's going to kill you, your family, and everyone about you. If you're a lying-ass nigga, the Lord's going to destroy you. You, your family. If you have sons, he's going to kill them. All that stuff, that's what's going to happen. And so you have that thought that, hey, man, I don't want them to hurt. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Man, fuck your feelings. The Lord doesn't care about your feelings. If it hurts you, the Lord said, if it's offending your feelings, then you're in the wrong thing. Haste thee from these times, for yet greater evils. You think those evil times, when people are coming around killing each other, when the sedition of man happens, you think they're going to care about your feelings? That you're going to hurt? They're going to like, man, I want you to feel all right. I don't want to. You think they're going to care? You think you're going to be able to hide from them in the sticks while you're out right now? No. So you better just get right. Because greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And he's talking about this time. It's going to be worse out here. It's going to be a time like no other. We're going to be like, death is going to be that thing that everyone's going to be acquainted to very fast. Because remember, the Lord said it's going to be like nobody has been saved. Like a drop to a wave. For look how much the world shall be weaker than through age, so much more shall the evils increase upon them that dwell therein. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be so much evil. It's going to be so much destruction and death. It's going to be so much craziness that's going to happen in the earth that we're going to. So going back to it, on the 16th chapter, verse 40, oh my people! So this is what the Lord, so you hear it, hear my word, make ye ready for the battle, for this war of realms, wars of people, of men, of cities, and all this stuff. Get ready. It's war. The battle of men's souls. And those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So, forgot to look it up. I mean, I looked it up. You know how it is.
Yeah, right.
The Spirit does what the Spirit wants. So look it.
You're looking at
Hey, what's up?
the lost tribes of Israel are all these people you see around here.
Yeah, so-called That's why I'm out here. Yes, that's the Spirit. That's why I'm out here. Because this is what the Lord said. feed my people, feed my sheep. So we go out on the highways and hedges and telling our people that they need to repent, get them ready for the battle.
I just got one. They're on the 19th at a sports and liquor store. They're going to be giving out free food and stuff for Thanksgiving because of what you just said. That's beautiful.
All right, man. That's why we come out. Beautiful. The water y'all about Shimel Shah. So give warning to our people. That's what we're trying to do. We want our people to know that the Lord's coming. Bring destruction on this place. So pilgrim, a person traveling to a holy place as of penitence to discard some vow, and if you in this word truth, especially if you started teaching, that's the vow. No other manly vow that they put forth that they try to push on, but the vow of doing this work and starting until you finish. That's the vow, preaching this word. And so that's why we're going to be traveling in those war times. We don't know what we're on. We might be in mansions, and then we have to escape real quick. All this, we don't know, but it's going to be great evils on this earth. Our religious obligation, seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. And what is that? The kingdom. That's what we're seeking. The kingdom of heaven. Back in the 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, even in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Pilgrims. He that saileth, let him be as he that fleeth away. And he that buyeth as one that will not lose. So this is what you just give up everything. This is everything. Doesn't matter. I'm not saying, hey, just quit your job and do all that stuff. Don't be a fucker. But meaning that none of that stuff is more important than doing this work. It's going to be right now. It's going to be soon. There's going to be time that you're going to be fired just because you're a Hebrew Israelite. Just because you preach this word. You're going to lose your job. You're going to be kicked out. You're going to be hated of all men. People are going to try to kill you. You're going to go through all these situations. So you better fucking man up. We gotta understand that this is our obligation. This is what we're supposed to do. If you're a pastor or a preacher or a prophet, this was why you were created. Grab this. Pop this shelf. What the Lord said. This is second Maccabees chapter 13. I'm gonna start at 11. And he will not suffer the people that even he now been a little refreshed to be subject to a blasphemous nation. He's not going to let it happen anymore. So we need to just do what he has told us. We need to turn back onto them. These stiff necks. He said it was going to happen. Let's grab it. Ruth chapter 2. Start at 30. I'm going to start at 29. If you will not hear my verse, surely this very great nation shall be turned into a... Actually, I'm going to start at 6. Let me see. I'm going to start at 2. This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 2. To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened to under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things which written in the law of Moses. So the Lord put us in a situation that we can get right that happened to no other nation on earth. And now he's turning it back. He's changing it. And he's telling us to get ready for this battle. Get ready for all the things that are going to happen. I'm going to drop down to 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely the very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, whereas I have scattered them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it was a stiff-necked people. So that's why the Lord put that great destruction upon us. And that's why that's why he made us go into chattel slavery. And that's why he had a nation, a blasphemous nation, go be over us. And that's why he's having these guys get ready to try to destroy us. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember their stuff. So now we're remembering it. And not only is he doing it, he's saying, get ready for the battle. Get your house in order. Get ready for the things that are about to happen in this place. I think it stopped raining. So, Babako Shah, you see that? The water y'all by Shimi Al-Shai, man. And it only rained a little bit. Look at it. Lord, so you see how that prayers work? And then watch it rain right after I get done. Man, that's what we got to get. These prayers are our hotline to the Lord. When we do it, he actually, in the prayers, let me grab that real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 35, verse 17. Man, because we gotta understand, when you say get ready for the battle, we gotta use the best tool we have. Then we have to show the confidence. This is the prayers of the humble pierces the clouds. So it doesn't matter if this brother ever comes back on the channel, the brother Shahar Abdullah, he'll tell you of like what's the difference on how. Because you gotta understand, no matter what evil you have did or all that stuff, a brother will forgive you and he'll pray for you and have you heal and change. That prayer means something. When you pray for a brother, you have to understand that if you're doing the Lord's work and you're in that sincere spirit, well, what can you do? Even if men are putting curses on you, it's to their destruction. Because the Lord's going to hear the prayers of the humble. The ones that are going to put there and be lowly, be obedient unto him. Because the prayers of the humble pierce the clouds till it come nigh. He will not be comforted. The Lord will not be comforted. What is it? Yahweh Shai is throwing prayers constantly for us. What's up? Constantly. It says, Simon, Simon, which is not saying that's talking about Peter, which is King David. But we're saying, Simon, Simon, I pray for you, because Satan's trying to devour us. So the Lord's put it, hey, that's one of mine. Babako Shah telling the Father, having the angels carry it. It's like, oh yeah, man, we got to make this happen. This is happening? Oh, we got it. Piercing these things till it come nigh. He will not be comforted, will not depart, till the Most High shall behold, judge righteously and execute judgment. So, oh man, this brother needs help. He's getting it. He's standing up stiffly for me. He's showing who he is. He's showing that he's going to stand no matter who's against him. He's going to stand up for my word. The humble. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till he smitten under the sunder the loans of the unmerciful, and repay the vengeance to the heathen. All those ones that did all this wickedness to us, the ones that have these plans of trying to annihilate us off the planet, trying to take us off, he is not going to rest until every last one of them is destroyed and put in slavery. And all the wicked niggas that are putting curses on them, the Lord's going to kill you, your family, your sons, your daughters, because you are wicked. Till he take away from the multitude of the proud. and breaking the scepter of the unrighteous until he destroys these heathen rulerships and take these wicked niggas out of kingdom. These Esau Edom. He takes wicked Esau Edom out of his kingdom. Till he has rendered to every man according to his deeds. He's going to be hearing these prayers all until everyone that whatever they do, you reap what you sow, right? He tells you that. Till everyone renders all the deeds of the man. Till he renders to every man according to his deeds, to the work of man according to their devices. So you see what Esau Edom was doing? Coming, trying to bring destruction and destroying a nation. That what are they going to get? They're going to render genocide. Genocide is going to happen to Esau Edom. They are going to be erased off the face of the earth. Till he has judged the cause of his people and made the rejoice to his mercy. That's what's going to keep happening until he has did this. Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought. So the Lord has to have mercy. So you're going to see more mercy more than other times in the time of this affliction. The Lord is going to you're going to see more mercy than any time other in this time. Let me grab this. This is 1 John chapter 5 verse 14. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we act anything according to his will, he will hear us. Anything according to his will, he will hear us. So if this be an elect member and he's just in a bad thing, you pray for him to be healed, the Lord is going to hear us. You pray for the Lord to give you more wisdom. If that's according to his will, he's going to hear us. If a wicked nigga prays for one of his elect to be destroyed, will to save that man. So we have to have confidence, be with the Spirit. Look it, if we know that he heareth us, whatsoever we ask, we know that we have the petition that we desire of him. Bam. We know that he's not going to rest until that thing is done. Until the Lord puts forth this thing. So Tawadi Bashim Al Shai, you gotta know how merciful our power is, how loving our power is, how much our power, because he wants us. Let's get it. This is Psalm chapter 55 verse 22. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord. And this is the same chapter of Esau Edom trying to destroy us. All these things. But you have these mortal thoughts. The Lord said, man, put those burdens onto me. Pray to me. And he shall sustain our own mortal being. An omnipotent being that's telling you to pray to him. Cry unto him. Cry unto the Lord. He's literally saying, in the day they call you a crybaby, but the Lord says, cry unto me. And he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Doesn't matter. He will never suffer the righteous to be moved. It don't matter if a whole wicked congregation is against them. A whole council of wickedness. It doesn't matter if Esau Edom has 100 soldiers come and try to destroy him. He will never suffer the righteous to be moved. Never. So it doesn't matter what comes in. Cast your burdens upon thee. But thou, O God, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. What's happening to that lion-ass Esau Edom? They are going to be brought in a low position. They're going to be destroyed. All the wicked dudes that are trying to dig a pit for it, they're going to be destroyed. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Look at Esau Edom's, they didn't even have a full day. They had pretty much only like 500 years of power. They didn't get that. They didn't have that. The Lord cut that shit short. But we're going to have a forever kingdom. Let me get in it. Prayer. Ooh, man, this is some beautiful thing. This is why we do it, man. We have to know that we have a power. That's why we're not going to have those mortal. We don't care what you think, what's happening. We're going to do and make what the Lord told us to do happen by doing it. Preaching the word. When we have an issue, throwing up our prayers. When a brother has an issue, throwing up your prayers. You got to make sure that you do this because the Lord is crying for it. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be known unto God. So that's what it is. So when we do, the prayers of the humble pierce the clouds. So you keep throwing them up. Don't be careful. You praying for a brother, no, pray for him. What do you even say? If a man curses, you pray for them. That's what the Lord said. This is what you got to put your prayers in. Be careful of nothing. And the peace of God, which pass all understanding, keep your heart and mind through Yahushua Mashiach. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, and whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, and whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good in report, and what there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, those things which ye have both learned and received and heard, see unto me do, that God of peace shall be with you. And that's what happened. The Lord did all this stuff for the elect's sake. He brought teachers. It's men that was teaching, and then they fell out. But then they're going to give these guys praise, and the same person in the same position, they won't. They did the same exact thing. What's different? Because you have a fucking hard on for him? This is John chapter 15, verse 7. Look at this. I'm going to start at 4. Abide in me, and I in you, as a branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can, except it abide in me. Yes, it's pouring right now, so I got to head out. But let me finish it. If ye abide in me, and my word abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. And that's the Spirit of the Lord. Right when I wanted to get done, I wanted to go a little bit more, but that's what we do. So with that, I want to get all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadas, DTA, and above. So what do y'all Ba'Hashem outside? Shalom, King.